everybody and welcome into another video. In this video I'm going to do a draw with me, or well, a coloring with me. I don't know how you call it in English, but I'm going to color in this book, Nico Girls, and well, if you like to watch that, you can join me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to color this page in with sort of same color scheme. So a color scheme, I'm going to try out purple and pink purple color scheme, and I want to color in a whole page with pink purple. I've seen other YouTubers do this as an art challenge, and well, I like to do it as well. I wanted to try it, so that's what I do. As you can see here, my telephone didn't want to film anymore. I had a few complications while filming this video because, of course, I didn't, well, yeah, I didn't, how you call it, charge my telephone properly, so that was really good thinking, Emily, really good thinking. But, well, yeah, yeah, enough to do about it, I guess. But yeah, so as you can see, I started coloring the skin from the girl. Now I'm coloring the eyes in, as you can see, and I'm coloring the eyes in with a sort of purple. It's purple, but it's red, if you know what I mean. It's a cross between the two, and I'm using a slightly lighter color to color in the the upper eyes are, well, darker and the under is lighter, if you know what I mean. Well, you can see what I do, so I think you know what I mean. And yeah, I think the eyes always look a bit more detailed, a bit more expressive when you add some black in it, so that's what I do. I often use black for this, or I use a darker blue to color in the eyes, so to give it a bit more, well, expressive, to give it more meaning, I guess. And what I always do with the hair, at least what I like to do, is to, well, use different colors in it. So I don't like to use only one color, but I like to, well, mix it up a bit, so you create new hair. That's an amazing explanation, but I hope you know what I mean. So that's what I do in this run as well. So I first use a dark sort of reddish that I also have used in the eyes, and then I use the lighter version to color in the other parts of the hair. And which I often do as well is to create some shadow with a darker color. I'm going to do that in a minute. And I think when you're creating a shadow, it's, well, it creates more depth to the page. I couldn't do it at first. I had to try it a bit more times. I had to try it a few times, but I think when you are giving the page shadow, giving the hair shadow, that it's more, more expressive, as I already said. It just gives more detail, more feeling to the page. Of course, I like a color style as well, which is more smooth, more on the surface, if you know what I mean. But my preference is that I like to give it, well, pop it out a bit more. Of course, the page already pops out a little bit more because it's on, well, dark background. But yeah, I just like to do that. Long sentence for something so easy, but that's me. So as you can see, what I've taught you a few seconds, not minutes, a few seconds before, I'm giving the hair a little bit of shadow. Oh, here I forget to color in the ears. Now I'm going to give the hair shadow. Yeah, I'm speaking this in after I filmed it, so all my videos I often film without noise, so I just, well, put my phone on the stand and film when I'm coloring, and then after I colored a page or something or made a video, I often then speak in, because most videos I do are in Dutch and in English, and it's not handy when you're talking in Dutch and then you have to remove that sound and then replace it with an English sound. It's possible with the app I use, but I don't. I can do things. I can do two things at a time. I can talk and I can draw, but it's not. You don't get a really wonderful result if I'm talking as well as when I'm coloring. It's not. My brain can do two things at a time, but you don't want to see that. I can guarantee you. But yeah, so this is how the hair turned out. Now I'm coloring in the ears, and I use a slightly well, pinkish color. It's not a skin tone. You can use a skin tone, but it's more pinkish. But yeah, of course, I all use pinks and purples in this coloring. So when I say pinkish, you don't have a clue, because in this coloring I use only pinks and purples, but that doesn't mind. Well, if you're watching this video and you want to know more about this book, can tell you something about this book. This book is called, as I said before, Kokowai, and then it's from Kokowai, and it's called Nico Girls. And Nico Girls, I don't know if you know Nico Girls, but Nico Girls are cat girls. So as you can see, she has a little cat in her arms and little catty ears, and well, Nico Girls are just, well, as I said, they're cats. And this whole book is filled with cute little anime sort of Nico girls, so cat girls. And I think you have these books as well with bunny ears or other girls, but this book is just filled with Nico girls as well. Again, a long story about something simple. But yeah, so I really love this book. I really love all Kokowai drawings. They're really different. I especially love the girls' books. A while ago, they also brought out a sort of astronaut girl. I haven't got that book yet, but I still want to buy it because I really think their design is really cute. What I do love more about this book is that there are lots of different girls in here. In Astronaut Girl, there's only one, only one girl that's repeats in the page. I think that's cute because, as well as in the Matchstick books, that's not from Matchstick Mouse books, it's not from Kokowai, but it's from Morgan O'Brien. He also repeats the same character, and what I like to do in books where the same character is repeated again, I like to color it in slightly the same, because if you then finish a book, you sort of have a story, and well, I like to do that. I don't know if you guys like to do that as well. Tell me in the comments what you would like to do, if you like to make a drawing, coloring each page in really differently, or if you would like to use some similarities. I really want to know. So tell me, leave a comment down below, and I would like to know. And as you can see, I use darkish, slightly more darker than her hair, to color in some bits on her tail and her ribbon. And I also use a slightly different version to color in her, her clothes. If you want to know especially how to make shadows on the hair or other surfaces, leave down a comment down below. I can make a video about that. It's not that I'm really good at it, at least I have lots to learn, at least I think I have lots to learn, but I know the basics. So if you want to know some basics about shading or giving the page a little bit more detail, let me know, especially if you like my especially if you like how I color these pages in, because I'm very perfectionist. I'm a real perfectionist, and often I look at a page and I think like, it's okay, but it's not, it's not that. I don't know if lots of people who are coloring has it too, but often a day later I look at the page again and I think, I'm such a klutz and a nerd and a perfectionist, because often then I think the page just looks nice. What am I saying? It just looks nice. So I want to give you some advice, guys. If you think that too, so if you think like I'm not really happy with the page I made, often look a day after and you feel lots more happy. And if you don't feel more happy with the result, then who cares? Because I know I can say a bit, I'm a perfectionist as well, so I do care. But in the essence, who cares? Because it's all about process. I mean, my art teacher would be especially proud of me saying this, but coloring is as well. It's the process, just making things, just enjoying what you do, and that's all coloring is about. So it doesn't always have to be perfect. That is something I had to learn big time, but it is. I mean, it's about the coloring process and about having fun and about trying different colors and about being creative, and that's the most important thing, right? So yeah, I finished the girl here. I'm going to give it some more accents later in this video, but I finished the girl. Now I'm going to try to color in the rest of the page with the colors I already have used in the girl. So as you can see, I'm coloring in the mushroom. I really love mushrooms. I thought Cocoa has also come out with a mushroom book. Really cute. I don't know what's about mushrooms, but lots of people do like mushrooms and others really don't. But, well, I like mushrooms. I mean, they're tasty and they're funny looking, so I like mushrooms. Really intellectual. Really intellectual talking I'm doing here, but you know what I mean. I mean, who doesn't love mushrooms, right? Here, I don't know what to color in next. Sometimes you just want to color something in and then you don't know what color to use, and then you're thinking like, I have to color this. Can I, well, use this color or this or this? And then you often don't know. In case you were wondering, I'm talking from here to there, but in case you were wondering, I haven't speeded this video up. I know I'm coloring in slightly fast, but, well, I just color fast, I think. The real time that I'm doing this video, the drawings of this video is also the real time that I'm coloring this in. I think I done this page in half an hour because, well, my telephone didn't want to film all of it, but I think I've done this page in half an hour, so that's really fast. It's not fast for me, but I often hear people say, what, like, you color fast, and I think that's true then. But yeah, so if you were wondering if I'm speeding up any of my videos, I don't. But yeah, that's just how I do. I have lots of hobbies. I think that's also because I do everything fast. You don't have to do things fast. I do that, but if it doesn't work for you, you don't have to do this fast. I mean, you have to enjoy it as well. But my thing is, I often do most things I do in life and in hobbies and everything. I do it fast. I don't know why really. It's not fast for me, but lots of people often say that I do things fast. So yeah, long story, but in case you were wondering, I don't speed this thing up or something. So then you know that. Well, what can I talk about more? As you can see, I'm using a red in slightly other bits of the mushroom, and yeah, just that really. I think I just do that because I do that. But yeah, and yeah, I just colored a page in. I can talk as well about about summer. I don't know if you guys are on vacation or if you guys have vacation. I just finished my exams and now I have a long time, no school, no things, no university, just nothing, just to explore more about my hobbies, so that's what I do. But I was wondering if you guys are on vacation, and if you are, where are you? Where are you going on vacation? And if you're going on vacation, which country do you like to go to? What's your favorite country? Because as I love coloring, I love traveling as well. And what do I don't love, really? I love everything. But if you like to travel as well and you're on vacation watching this video, leave a comment as well, because I really like to know where you are, and if you have some great tips about a country, or if you're in England or in the United States or everything around the world and you're not in the Netherlands, please tell me what's your favorite thing about your country, because I'm very curious and I would like to know. So, for example, if you're in England, what's the most favorite thing about your country? Is it scones, or is it the London bus? I know that's really typical, well, visitor things, but what's the most favorite thing about your country? I would like to know. If I think, well, I'm Dutch, so I would think what's the most important or brilliant thing here in the Netherlands? Well, let me think. Yeah. In the Netherlands, we have often rain, but that's the same in England as well. And that's not really a good thing. I don't really love rain. I don't hate it, but I don't love it as well. It's raining now. But what do I love about my country? Well, I think we're creative with coming to solutions. I mean, we're a water country, so we have lots of things to be proud of, especially with water. I think that's really typical Dutch thing. So, well, if you were visiting in the Netherlands, I would say you had to go to the sea and to the beach, and to see how we, well, go with water. I think that's the most important thing about the Netherlands. And what I really love about my country is that there are lots of people in it. So, we're not always a country which really flows together, but everyone has their own story and has their own perspective, and that's the same in all the world. But yeah, I do think that's the most important thing to really appreciate. It's not really something especially from the Netherlands, but I really do think we should appreciate everybody. So that's a really side note about this, but just want to say that. But yeah, really about the Netherlands, well, the sea, as I said, and stroopwafels. I don't know if you know them, but stroopwafels really are, well, I don't know if they're sure, I don't know for sure if they're really Dutch, but we have them here a lot. So if you're from another country, you have to eat stroopwafels. So yeah, I really liked it about it. As you can see here, my telephone turned off again. Sorry about it, but this is the end result. So as you can see, I used some Postcodent to give it a bit more detail. And this was already the end of the video. I could talk for hours, and I'm sure we'll in another video, but not today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a message if you did, and well, I hope I see you guys in another video. Bye guys, and off to the next one. See you, and have a lovely day.